We're trying to win this DFS slate today. Okay, so here's what we're doing. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys struggled as much as I did filling out lineups today, but we're gonna get down to the bottom of some things today, especially where we pay up or down that quarterback. I don't know if everybody else out there struggled like I did, but we about to clear some stuff up today. And when it comes to the tight end position, I'm cheating from now on. Forget about it. I'm using the cheat code. But yeah, oh yeah, we'll get there in a little bit. We'll get there in just a moment. First thing first, let's knock out this quarterback position, baby. Have faith. Who you got at QB today, man?
Yeah, actually, I'm going with someone I'd probably never have gone with before, but this guy's put up multiple touchdowns in the air and on the ground. Should be a game today where they need to score points, and I could see Sam Darnold rushing twice and throwing at least a touchdown today. Like I said, 2 touchdowns at least in every game that they've played this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's playing really well. The change of scenery has worked out for him really well. And it started my theme pattern today. He's the number 7 quarterback. He's $6,600. So at number 7, you're hoping for number 2, number 3 production. And he could do that today. But that's the first part of my my trilogy today. Number 7, Sam Darnold.
Number 7, Sam Darnold. Okay, I got you. And he has been throwing well. Man, doesn't he have eyes for DJ Moore? There's a love connection right there. But we're loving it, though, because DJ Moore is smashing. Pile Kits. Sir Pile Kits.
What's up, man? Happy belated birthday to you, sir.
Oh, thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate
For sure.
that. I appreciate it. Who do you have at QB for today, sir?
So you guys have been giving me shit about Danny Nichols, but it's time for Danny Dimes to show up. He showed up last week. Giants, huge win in New Orleans. Dallas's defense, I know they produce a lot of turnovers, but they also give up a lot of yards. And I think Danny's hot this year. We've had 2 losses with a combined 4 points. So we're not playing badly. And I think Danny Jones is finding his rhythm. He's still got a couple of receivers out, but I think he will probably run a couple of deep runs. So I think his rushing yards will give you about 3 or 4 points, and then his passing yards. He got 400 last year. I think he gets at least 3 with two touchdowns.
Wow. Okay, at least 3 with 2 touchdowns. That's
he's only 6,000, and he's averaging as much as more than Justin Herbert, who's awesome, more than Dak Prescott, who's awesome, and he's $800-900 cheaper. So again, I think he probably will have a turnover. He's only had 1 so far this year, knock on wood. But I think he shows up, and I think the positive outweighs the negative if there is any today.
Okay, yo, I feel that. I like Danny Dimes. I have a couple of lineups. Usually, I make like 3 cash game lineups. And I enter them all around. Danny Dimes is one of my quarterbacks, but I didn't put him in my core 4 today, but I love the pick. Danny Dimes should ball out. Wait.
Score update.
God,
Kyle Pitts, touchdown. Kyle Pitts.
Really?
10-0 Atlanta.
Got to figure this was going to be his breakout game. There's no one else to throw to, man.
Exactly. I figured they wouldn't throw him the ball anyway, honestly. I figured I didn't put him in no lineups except my the showdown. I put him in there, but that's about it. So it took the absence of Calvin Ridley, who's not playing today, and Russell Gage. All right, for them to finally get Kyle Pitts in the end zone, and against the Jets, and in London. These are all the circumstances that it took. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot, man. My goodness. Andy IUE, Mr. IUE in the flesh. Yo, looking fresh. In the flesh, looking fresh. Finna hit the golf course, too. I know you're going golfing today. Well, who's your QB today, man?
Absolutely, I'm going golfing. Yeah. That's never going to change, man. I'm going to golf until I can't. I'm going to take my QB, 6,900, and it's because he's playing one of the worst teams in the league, Dak Prescott. He averages about well, at least it was funny. I'm being serious. I think the Giants are terrible. So I think, he averages 22 points a game, but he's due for a blow up. It's a division game at home. He's going to get at least 300 yards. They're going to throw the ball all over the place. And that plays into who my tight end plays today too. So I like Dak Prescott. And, he's not – I guess he's towards the top, but he's not like the elite of the elite today. So you can still afford some other players.
Right. No doubt. Well, how much did you say Dak was today?
69.
69? Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I believe who was at the top there? Was it Kyler Murray at 8? Wasn't even? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty nice pay down for what you're going to get similar production from, because Kyler's going to probably pop today too. But we're not trying to pay up right there all the time. I am going with Mr. Joe Burrow against Green Bay Packers, who are missing a couple of their defensive pieces, one of them being Jair Alexander today. So, and then, what's crazy? I was looking at defensive DOA or DVOA. All right, so I'll go more into detail about exactly what that is, but I found out that the Cincinnati Bengals are they're not really bad defensively at all. They've been playing pretty well, apparently. It's kind of crazy. I think they were 5th and 6th, maybe 6th in passing defensive DVOA, and then against the rush, they were just around league average. So I think Joe Burrow will be able to handle them pretty good, and then I think Cincinnati might get this W today. We'll see. Now, Aaron Rodgers is special. Devonta Adams is special. They have a lot of special players on that side of the ball, so we'll see how the defensive DVOA stands up today for sure. But I'm going with Joe Burrow. He may have to keep pace with Aaron Rodgers. So we're gonna go to running back. I'll kick it off here. Now I paid down a little bit. Joe Burrow at 6,100. I got Derrick Henry at 9,000. Yes, I'm taking the top dog at the RB spot. I have to. He's been balling out, and I think he's going to continue to ball out today against Jacksonville, who is in the bottom of the cellar as far as stopping the run. So I'm going to go to my boy over here, Kyle Pitts himself.
I can't.
Who you got at RB today?
I can't agree with you more, man. Derrick Henry, he's my guy day in, day out. He's gonna consistently get you points. Last year he started a little bit slower, took him a little bit longer to get going. This year he's ready to go, baby. Jacksonville, your boy Urban Meyer, what's going on there? I don't know. Is he thinking about football, or is he thinking about if his wife is gonna leave him? Who knows? I don't, but I know they're not gonna win, even though the Jets beat them. So I think there's a chance still, but if they do beat him, it's going to be a high scoring game, and this game's got Derrick Henry's name all over it. I wouldn't be surprised seeing him get 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Woo!
Let's get it.
That's a double.
Well, here's the thing. There's so many other good running backs out there. I hate to say
he's not going to have that, but all right.
I hate to say he probably won't. I'm going for a real hopeful wish there, but Zeke Elliott,
what's in that
he's
ice,
questionable.
bro? What's in that glass, bro?
That's called iced coffee with a lot of Baileys.
Right.
But Dalvin Cook's questionable, McCaffrey's questionable, Zeke's questionable, or McCaffrey's doubtful. So who else are you going to take? Kamara, he hasn't really been doing much this year so far. So I'm interested to see who you guys pick. But yeah, I'm with you all the way, Drew.
No doubt. Yeah, we're on the same page on that one. Let's go to Hefe over here. Who you got at running back today, sir?
And you know what? I pretty much agree with the logic there, but for some reason I'm hesitant with him. And the main reason being is that there's a lot of times over the past few years he has these huge games, and then something happens and he doesn't put he just doesn't put it together. And I think that this could be one of those games, because if they jump on them early, then I think coming off of 35 touches or whatever he had last week, I think that if they're up in this ball game, he can see less volume, and they might give the ball, spread it around with some other people, because in the NFL, I know he can, but 35 carries a game, that usually doesn't mean you play all 17 games or 16 before this all happened. So I agree that Derrick Henry is the best running back in this, but to the second part of my theme, I'm going to go with my shiny new toy, Saquon Barkley, man. This guy's he's getting healthy. He's catching the ball again. They're playing a Dallas team that's going to score points. And I know Danny Dimes is your guy, but there's a lot of check down in that offense. And I can see Barkley easily getting 25 to 30 touches, scoring again like he did last week, one on the ground, one through the air. But I really like the fact that he seems healthy. And last time I thought a guy was healthy, he got hurt again. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I think Barkley is going to put it together. And he happens to be the number 7 running back on the board. So I have the number 7 QB, the number 7 running back. I'm going with Barkley.
Okay. Hey, makes sense to me. I love it. And he's been showing up. And we got to give Kai his credit where it's due. Thanks, babe. We got to give Kai his credit where it's due. He went with Saquon Barkley the first week that he blew up this season. So
they gave me 32 last week. 32 last week.
Right. Exactly. He's back. He's back, basically. So we just got to pray he stays healthy, but we know he's capable of, and he's doing it right now.
Yeah, he's 7,300 and listed as the 7 running back. Yep.
7th running back. All right. So Jeff sticking with the 7s. Here we go with Andy, Mr. IUE. Who you got a running back today?
I'm going with somebody in a game that obviously I'm going to be paying close attention to. I'm going with Kareem Hunt. Now, he's only 5,800, so I'm paying down on him too. But I think if we've seen anything, the Chargers play pretty good pass defense this year. I think Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, I think they split about 30 carries this week. So I think you see Kareem Hunt touch the ball about 15 times out of the backfield. But I do think he gets involved in the passing game as well. I really like Kareem Hunt this week. I think he's got a chance to really get in the end zone at least once. So at 5,800, I think that's a bargain. And I do think that the ground game for the Browns is going to dominate today. If they win, if they don't win, or I mean, if they're not, in the game, I don't think there's any chance for anybody. But the running backs, if they win, I think you're going to see a big game on the ground.
Yeah,
Kareem Hunt.
and I feel that, and we should be right in the game. So as long as we're in the mix and in the game, we're not down by more than a touchdown, maybe even 2. We should be one of those teams that when we go down 2 touchdowns, we continue to run the ball.
Keep running.
Running. You're absolutely right. I don't hate going that direction ever with the Browns backfield. Excuse me. Oh, they opened up the barn. I'm going to show y'all something cool here in a minute. The dude who owns Kroger's, this is his spot. Pretty crazy, or used to own it before he passed away. But anyway, so we are going to go with my guy. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, I gave you Derrick Henry. I was going to smash today. But I do love the pick, Andy. I think the Browns are going to stay in it. We're not going to get blown out by any means. You know what I'm saying? It should be right in the game, and they'll just stick to the script today for sure. We'll move over to wide receiver. All right, I'll kick this off here, and I'm going with the pairing of your guy, Jeff. I'm going with DJ Moore. He's beaten everyone this year. He's beaten everybody. His catch percentage.
That was a great call last week, too.
Yeah.
God.
For sure.
Hey, I pulled another Kai. What can I say?
I know you did. Hey, I know you did.
Yeah, let's wait for that this week.
Kai pulled the Kai again. We'll get to these scores in just a minute from last week.
Well, nobody wants to pull an Andy. That's like 32 points.
Oh, no. He ain't earned that yet.
And I'm playing him in the league this week. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. He's going to be crying.
I can't wait to come over when I'm winning, man.
Oh, I can't wait for you to come over when you're winning. So you're not so you're not coming over is what you're saying.
Oh, I'll be over there.
Word. That's cool.
When I'm winning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You going to bring some Trulies? You going to bring some Trulies?
Bring all the Trulies. You're going to need it. You can stay hydrated. So you're not watching your team go up and down. Actually, Jeff Ratcliffe put out a really good challenge to people. He said, make your lineups, put your lineups out there, and everything like that, and don't watch your score at all until like the end of the day with fantasy and just watch the football. Man, I tried it. It is so much less stressful. It's so much less stress.
I don't check my scores till after golf, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Dude, I usually just kind of post them up there on my screen and watch the score live, which is the worst thing you could possibly do for your
dude, I've got my laptop open, I've got my phone on, so I can just have DraftKings on one and then my leagues on the other.
Yeah.
Dude, I am hitting the refresh button in case it doesn't come up fast enough, bro. Refresh.
Hey,
Refresh.
right. I see my guy score a touchdown. Refresh. What's up now? Yes, sir. I know. But look, that's not the way to do it, though, man. I'm telling you, because I couldn't believe the stress that came off of me when I was doing it that way, for sure. So I'm going with DJ Moore. There's not a defender that's been able to step to him this year, so I don't see that stopping. And I'm going to ride the wave. Oopsie. I'm going to ride the wave until there's no more wave to ride. You know what I'm saying? DJ Moore all day at 7,500. And since I paid down 6,100 at QB, I can make this happen. Derrick Henry, DJ Moore up in there. And then I can't wait to get the tight ends, boy. I got some words for these NFL-level tight ends out here. Hefe, who you got today at wide receiver?
Well, I wasn't really sure what I was going to go with, and then I kind of found that pattern of sevens in my playing out in my research. So I'm going with the number 7 receiver today, Deebo Samuel. 7,100. Look, they're going to be in a game where they got to score. There's a rookie quarterback, a rookie running back. Kittle is out, and Deebo's their playmaker. And I think that they're going to do all they can to figure out ways to get the ball in his hands. And if he gets the ball enough, he's always good for at least one 70-yard gain and possibly more, depending on how the game plays out. But I think that Deebo at 7,100 and the number 7 wide receiver on the board is going to play much better than 7. I think he's going to have a huge day. I think they're going to go to him and go to him and go to him.
No doubt. Hey, I feel that with Deebo. And I think Trey Lance. Okay, so Trey Lance is taking the helm today.
Yeah.
The Cardinals' defensive DVOA is top 5 in both rushing and passing. I don't know what they're gonna give up to a mobile quarterback, but Trey Lance will be on the run a lot, and they'll have to keep up. So I love the Deebo. They're gonna have to get him the ball. They have to.
Have to.
If they want a shot at winning this game. So I love the pick. How much is Deebo? I know you just said it.
71.
Say that again?
71.
71. Okay, got you. Okay, so Deebo Samuel, 71 on DraftKings. We're going to Powell Kits. Lieutenant Powell Kits. Who you got at wide receiver today, man?
I'm going with one Devonta Adams. He is a little pricey, 8,200, but I think this game in Cincinnati today is going to be a little shootout. And he did not do very well last week against Pittsburgh. So I don't really see Devonta Adams ever having 2 lackluster games in a row.
Right.
I really just liked him, and I had the money for him, so I went with Devonta.
Okay. I like it. Devonta Adams. Yeah, I mean, look, I kind of think this game's going to shoot out a little bit. Maybe not right off it'll be one of those second half for both teams adjusting to each other, coming down and scoring a lot of points in like third and fourth quarter today. It's going to be a lot of filling out in that first couple quarters for sure for that one. But Cincinnati's playing good ball this year, and Green Bay's going to have to keep up whether they want to or not. They're going to need to feed that man. Feed that man.
Whoop, whoop. Touchdown alert. Atlanta scored. Hayden Hurst.
What? No Kyle Pitts?
Not that time.
Unbelievable. This guy.
Matty Ryan all day, huh? Matty Ryan.
Right. Broke the slate now. Oh, whoops.
17 zip.
17-0.
Well, if he makes the extra point, but yeah.
Oh boy. I took the Jets. I thought the Jets were gonna win this game.
What was the spread on the game?
I just did a pick 'em. Right. Yeah, I didn't play the spreads today for sure.
I don't think the spread's ever more than 2.5 or to 3.5 over there. And Atlanta's the home team. Atlanta's the home team, so I bet they were favored by a
Right.
field goal or under.
Right. Something like that for sure. Both teams are playing like crap, so it's not really working out for them. Either one. Andy, we got a wide receiver today, man.
I'm going to piggyback off Kai. And Kai, I think, picked him just to, hedge his bets so that when he has 40 on him later today against me, he can at least say that he won something. Devonta Adams, I do believe is going to have at least 10 catches today. And here's the thing is, guys, he's only had one touchdown in the year. As soon as that barrier breaks and he gets into the end zone, it's a blow up every time. If he scores a touchdown, it's a blow up, guaranteed a blow up because he has, 8-10 catches every week. So I look for him to get in the end zone. Like Kai said, Cincinnati can score. T. Higgins coming back this week, so he's going to have options to throw the ball to. I like this game being kind of high scoring. So truthfully, I'm hoping that too. So I like Devonta Adams getting a lot of love this afternoon.
Right. I love it. I love it. And that's part of the whole game script thing. Take one of the highest scoring games of the day. Where are those points going to come from? Find that guy. You know what I mean? How could it not be Devonta Adams? They're going to need – Cincinnati offense has been clicking. Green Bay is going to have to move that ball up and down the field any way they can. And like I said, it may not be so easy because that Cincinnati defense actually doing okay. We'll see if it stands up. Of course. Okay. Now we're going to go to tight end. Last week, I chalked it up, and I went with the chalkiest tight end pick that you could go with because I was tired of the BS from T.J. Hockenson and from Kyle Pitts. I don't think I've hit on tight end at all this year. I'm pretty sure I have not. And what's funny is I took Travis Kelce last week. He gave me 6.30 points, right? All right. I'll go on another show and predict a Juwan Johnson touchdown. Juwan Johnson's not in any of my lineups. I was just talking crap. And he scored a touchdown. This is brutal right now. This is really brutal. All right, man. I'm going with Mike Gesicki because Jacoby Brissett has been chucking him the ball for the last couple of weeks. He had 10 targets 2 weeks ago. Last week he had 6. So I think they're going to keep feeding him the ball, especially near the end zone. He's going to need a big target to throw to. It's Jacoby Brissett locking in on the guy, and I think that's what's going to go down. All right, so now if I don't hit tight end this week, I'm picking Kai's tight end for the rest of the year. We will share tight ends for the rest of the season, period. He might be the whisperer.
Tight end whisperer?
You might be the tight end whisperer, for real. Dawson Knox went crazy last week, and he wasn't on my radar at all. But I think you caught a couple in a row, so I'm curious to see, Mr. Powell Kiss, who you going with at tight end today?
Well, I would have went with Kyle Pitts today, but we didn't include the 9:30 game because the show starts at 10. So It only makes sense that I did not pick him because I couldn't. But my guy today is going to be a tight end that plays against Houston again, Hunter Henry. He did well last week against Tampa Bay. I don't see him slowing down too much. He's only 3,700. Do I think he's going to get you 20? I don't think so. I mean, I got a little bit lucky last week too, but I think he gets you a solid 14, 15 today. I feel like homeboy Mac Jones. I think he's getting comfortable with this guy, and short dinks and dumps, and maybe a touchdown in there. I'll say he gets between 12 and 16 today.
Okay, yeah, 12 to 16. Hey, I feel that. So, okay, man, I'm keeping an eye on your guys today, man, because I swear on everything. I'm still in your guys from now on. If Mike Gesicki lets me down, it's me and you, Pile Kiss. We riding out for the rest of the year. Hefe, who you got at tight end today, man?
Like you said, I jumped on the wagon of just taking the best tight end there is, and both weeks that I did it, they took dumps. And all I needed was a regular Travis Kelce day, and I'd have been well into the 80 mark that we were looking for. And anyway, I'm going with one of the guys I have in my other leagues, and we've talked about him before. Noah Fant is a beast of an athlete. He can catch the ball. I like his quarterback pairing a little bit better than Brissett. I think Bridgewater knows his guy. Font had 10 targets last week, 6 catches for a touchdown. And
Yep.
if he keeps getting those targets, which I think he'll probably have more than 10 this week, there's a possibility that Noah Font's a 2-touchdown guy. And for 4,900, I know there's only like 3 tight ends that are healthy that are even listed above him.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Bears can hold Waller in check, Font could be the number 1 play at tight end. So I'm going Noah Font, man. 4,900. Good athlete.
Yeah, he really is. That's one of my favorite tight ends in the league for sure. I may have played him earlier this year, so I know I probably hit that week. But there's no Courtland Sutton today, no KJ Hamler for the rest of the season, no Jerry Jeudy for another couple of weeks. You know what I mean?
Someone's got to get the ball right.
Yeah, the ball's got to go somewhere. Teddy B's got to find somebody, and like a big, fast target like that's probably going to be pretty high up on his radar. So, Tim Patrick is playing today, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's a really good pay down option right there for people also, because there just aren't many targets to go around in Denver right now. There just aren't. Andy, Mr. IUE, who you got at tight end today?
I mentioned this earlier. I'm stacking my tight end with my quarterback. I'm going Dalton Schultz here. He's only 4,400. He's been in the end zone 3 times already. I think he vultures a touchdown away from Zeke in a play action type scenario. I like Dalton Schultz here. I think the Cowboys are going to put up about 40 points. So I like Dalton Schultz here, man. And he's only 4,400, so I like to pay down here.
I love right. Hey, Dalton Schultz. He looks at him a lot. Dak Prescott looks at him all the time. All the time. There's no Michael Gallup, and Michael Gallup is widely considered the best third wide receiver in the league. So now that he's gone, they're not going back to their new third wide receiver. They're just keeping up with their guy Dalton Schultz. He's getting lots of targets. You got that info on deck, Andy? I don't know if you mentioned it. What were his targets looking like the last couple of weeks?
Who, Dalton?
Yeah, I think it was.
So they were down. They were down last week. But I know the week before he got 8 or 9 targets. So I'm pleased with that for sure.
Yeah. They're always looking his way.
Yeah. And week 2 is his only down game where they only caught 2 balls, but every other week he's caught at least 6 passes. So I really like that. I don't think he's a huge yards producer, but I mean he's going to get you that 6 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown, maybe 2.
And he looks at him in the red zone all the time.
Right.
Yeah, constantly. Big red zone target. I love it. Okay, so real quick, we're going to go back through and rattle off our core 4 for the people, and then we'll go over our scores from last week.
Oh, yeah.
Give our props where it's due. Kai pulled another Kai. It's ridiculous. So
I don't even know what's happening here, man.
Oh, man, it's nuts. I mean, Kai, you got to be cashing in.
I'd rather be lucky than good as well,
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. You beat me in the contest because I had 2 guys that got a combined 1.5. So
that's because your deep dive has got 0 for like 3 straight weeks.
Hey, you don't talk about Quintez like that. You don't dare talk about Quintez like that.
Quintez.
That's a ballin' Leon right there. That's a ballin' Leon.
Oh, man. All right, so I'm going Joe Burrow, Derrick Henry, DJ Moore, Mike Gesicki. Hefe, who you got? Core 4.
Look, Darnold, Saquon, Deebo Samuel, and Noah Font. And that actually is only 25.9. So that leaves nice. That leaves a lot of room to bulk up at a couple others and pay up for a couple guys, especially if you pick the right cheap defense, So there's a lot of room to add to this core 4.
No doubt. I love it. Pockets.
I got Danny Dimes dropping dimes, Derrick Henry, Devonta Adams, and Hunter Henry.
And the IUE. Core 4 right quick.
Yep, I got Dak Prescott, Kareem Hunt, Devonta Adams, and David What's
Dalton.
his name? Dalton Schultz. Why am I having a brain fart? I'm at 25-3 there. So, like you said, Jeff, got some room to work with the budget. Drew, who is your running back again?
Derrick Henry, and my total came up to 26,800.
Kai's is the
I'm
highest for sure.
26-9.
All right, so there's a little room for all these lineups.
Yeah. There was definitely room, for sure. And you know what's weird in all of the lineups that I built, I'm using double tight ends, which is crazy because I hate tight ends and they have not.
That's so crazy you say that because, and I'll just jump to this segment, but my deep dive goes right along with there. And I hate having two tight ends in any lineup, but my deep dive today is $3,200. It's Austin Hooper, and they're going to have to score points.
Ooh.
And look, this guy was a 1,000-yard receiver with 10 touchdowns or whatever it was with Matt Ryan. And the way
there you go, Matt Ryan.
The game.
You guys suck at picking tight ends, and you're picking two of them.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I have to pick one, and I have to have a deep dive. And Hooper,
fair enough.
He sees red zone targets just as many as anyone else on the team right now, and he's going to have to be a part of this offense if the Browns have a chance to win today. I truly believe that.
I love it, and Austin Hooper is so ridiculously athletic. It's really weird the way that Kevin Stefanski's running the offense right now. Like, we're using like 3 tight ends. We're using all the backs, which is, I love that part of it. But it's just, and the play calling was a little sketched out last week. And we were like, what's going on here? I totally and 100% look forward to them finding guys that they want to go to all the time. And I do think Austin Hooper is that guy for us at tight end. I really do. David Njoku should see a couple of targets a game just because he's ridiculously athletic too. But Austin Hooper's the guy. He's got the hands. He's got the best hands in that group for sure. Pal Kiss, who's your deep dive?
Don't pick the guy I'm about to pick because he's probably the guy that I picked last week is going to do well, and the guy that I picked today is not going to do well. But I'm going with John Ross 3, Roman numeral number 3. He got three catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown last week. I think this game's going to be a little more offensive than last week against New Orleans. I think that's going to be another shoot 'em out game. So I'm going with him. I'm hoping he gets me 3 for 40 and hopefully a touchdown. We'll see. But really, mine is the Raiders defense against the Bears because the Bears suck.
Right.
Wow. Just a shot like that.
It's a shot.
That's all right, because the Giants are god awful, Jeff. Don't worry.
I got Andy bidding for me today.
Hey, I love the Browns too, man. But the Giants have never been 0-16.
That's fine. I think it's hard. It's harder to go 0-16 than what they're going to do this year. They tried to suck. The Giants are trying to win, and they still suck.
Dude, we lost the last 2 games before our win by a combined 4 points, dude.
All that mattered is you said the word loss.
Okay.
It's darkest before the dawn.
How many points you giving me today?
9.5.
All right, man. $5. Put a big Lincoln on it.
Ooh.
So anyway, we'll get back to my deep dive. My deep dive is a boomer bust guy in every sense of the word. He'll probably catch one ball. So I'm hoping he gets into the end zone with that one ball, and that is Zay Jones. I'm hoping that, just throw one deep to my man Zay. That's all I want. Just one ball. So
right.
I'm going with Zay Jones, man. 3K.
All right. 3K? All right. Hey, no, that's a sweet pay down for sure, dude. If he hits, that's going to be amazing. For sure. I'm riding with Paul Kitts over here. I'm going with John Ross. There's no Darius Slayton today. There's no who's the other guy now?
Sharp or Sterling.
No Sterling Sharp either today. So
Shepard.
What team does John Ross play for?
Shepard. Sterling
Giants.
Sharp.
Giants.
Oh yeah.
Sterling Sharp was the man back in the day.
Listen to Kai. Everybody, don't pick that guy.
Yeah.
Listen to him.
Hey, but Drew is, so he's got to be good.
I'm going Drew. John Ross. I'm going
thoughts and prayers, Drew. Thoughts and prayers.
He's gonna get 4 targets today, 5 tops. If he
-1 yard
from that Dallas secondary, which he can, He's faster than them guys. No, Byron Jones is gone. Byron Jones ain't in Dallas no more. So I'm hoping. Who plays safety for Dallas? Oh, damn, I don't remember. But regardless, I think John Ross is probably faster than them. So maybe he can break one off today. It's a decent pay down at $3,400. And so you'll be able to get some of them other guys, them other Derrick Henrys in your lineup, with that one. So let's go through the points. Bringing up the rear. That would be Joski Doski with that big ass check that he's gonna have to give me here soon for fantasy baseball purposes. But doggone 66.52 is what Jeff or my bad, not Jeff, is what Joe did last week. And then Jeff, what's the name? Andy, did you get these numbers too? Because okay.
I didn't. No, I asked Kai for his lineup, but I didn't get anybody else's lineup because I was off the show.
Right, exactly. I was trying to remember the exact core fours from last week, so a lot of the time I went with the highest scoring at the position. So, Jeff, 68-30, almost to the pay line, super close.
But Andy, just like you last week, I'll take third place in a double up. So it still worked out as far as other paid up to get paid.
100%. Exactly. If you're still doubling up, when has doubling your money ever been a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? When? I'm trying to figure that one out, man. Hopefully, if today works out, I'll be competing for. I'll be in two $100 double ups next week if today goes how it should, from the double ups that I've been doing from the weeks before. So. We'll see what's going on with that. Jeff, 68-30, you were right there. Andy, right at the pay line, 71. Travis Kelce failed you and I both. Just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then me at 82.68. Oh boy.
Tell him.
Kai.
Tell him.
See you guys next week.
102.5. What? Kai, you are what I like to call today's wiener.
he said wiener.
I got it up there somewhere. Hold on. No, that's Andy. Kai is the winner. Good job, dude. Good job.
That's a lot of vowels, my man. That's a lot of vowels
right there.
I know.
It's not easy typing on this thing sometimes.
I guess not.
Yeah, man. So, look, I mean, did everyone cash last week, though? I did. I certainly did.
Yeah, I did.
So, we're all cashing. Our lineups are fire. We just compete with each other for fun. So, for the listener, this is up to you to pick and choose which one of our guys that you like the most, who you want to combine with. But building your own core four is definitely the way to go to get this done. Cash games all day. Let's see. Is there anything I'm leaving out? You guys want to do final words?
Yeah, I got a final thought.
All right. What's that?
My final thought is this. I'd be uncomfortable spending $9,000 on a position player unless it was Jesus himself. Now, Derrick Henry might have a big game, but $9,000 is so much money unless you're a quarterback. So, for your sake, I hope he goes off, Kai. $9,000 is a lot of money.
$9,000 is a lot. That's no joke. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Well, Jesus never played football.
You don't know
that. I'm pretty sure football was invented after.
You just gotta believe, man. So,
hey, I know Jesus played football. He was a kicker back in high school, but Jesus, I don't know. But anyway, Derrick Henry, I think he's going to be worth the money today. Until he proves me wrong, I'm probably going to pick him 50% of the time or more. So we'll see how it goes. Hey,
reminiscent of last year, there was a certain quarterback he took every single week. Every single week.
You'll have to refresh my memory.
You took Lamar Jackson just about every week.
He was doing all right. But anyway, there's football on already, guys. Have yourself a Bailey's and coffee or a mimosa or a screwdriver. and just enjoy football all day. It's going to be great. It's so awesome.
Oh,
Thank you
yeah.
and good night, Akron, Ohio.
Bro, if you're still awake when I'm done golfing, I'll hit you up.
For sure. I'll be awake. Giants play on
Whoa.
4 on TV, baby.
Oh, they on TV today?
Giants and Browns will be on at the same time. Yes, I'm a
All right.
So
flip
Browns.
the clicker.
Oh, then
I'm a
I'm
flip
not.
it.
I can't. Yeah, it's a Browns game, baby.
Hefe, what's your
Hey.
final words for the people out here today?
Go Browns. Go Bears. Screw the Giants. And
Wow.
let's get paid. Let's get paid.
That's right. We need to double up today. We need to double up. And I think we're going to get it done today. My final words, Kai, is the winner of today's, of last week's contest. But it's funny. I won the money. And you scored that, and I won the money.
Yeah, dude. My dumpster dive was extra smelly, man. Ooh.
extra smelly. All right, y'all. So hey, if you missed anything, rewind that mug. It's not on demand, but it might as well be. Shit, you know what I mean? Got down on demand. No videos today because Facebook would rather us just be lame like that. So that's okay. We'll figure it out. We gonna come back strong with some videos for y'all for sure and get this thing popping. All right, guys. Deuces.
Peace.
There it is.